Alright guys, it's been a few months since the new game mode called Team Pursuit was introduced into the game, and along with this brand new game mode, new police versions of some of the cars already in game appear as well, like the Porsche 911 Coupe or the Bugatti Chiron, for example. I saw that many of you guys were quite interested on checking the Bugatti Chiron Security Edition back when the Asphalt Legends Unite was introduced, so today, now that this car is finally available to play with on the new game mode, I will share with you some of the laps I could do with this car, as well as I let you know my thoughts about these kinds of special cars. So let's get into it. I have to admit that I have always liked the concept of special cars that are not meant to be unlocked, like basically all the Police Edition cars of this game, as well as the McLaren Senna GTR Lego Edition, which we got the chance to play with either on special events or exclusive multiplayer seasons, but that, are not planned to be released anytime soon. And I will explain you why do I think that's a great idea in a while, but now let's focus on this video main topic, the Bugatti Chiron Security Edition. It's a bit tricky to get the best out of this car on Team Pursuit, because if a Syndicate player gets close to me and I'm, about to click on Nitro, this Bugatti Chiron might go crazy, like suddenly stopping or doing automatic 360s in order to knock down the Syndicate cars. That's why you will see on these races how I'm trying not to knock down any players or win any game. First, because that way I can play with this car for longer, and second, because that way the car won't make random stuff that is unnecessary for what I'm trying to show you guys. So now let's get into this car performance. I'm pretty sure that on Team Pursuit I'm playing with the car at max stats, so I can tell you guys that this Bugatti Chiron Security Edition has a base top speed of over 460 km per hour at gold, and while using Nitro you can reach 511 km per hour, so that automatically makes it one of the fastest cars of the entire game. The drift radius is quite wide if you are at the max top speed, but the handling is significantly better than the normal Bugatti Chiron, for example. It's not possible to know the real nitro efficiency of the car, since the nitro bar you can see while you play Team Pursuit is basically the same for all the police cars you use, but if we have a look at the stats, we can see that if this car wasn't available exclusively on Team Pursuit, it will have a gold max nitro of around 30 points more or less. The acceleration at gold max must be of around 81 points, so in general it could be one of the kings of the game if it was released like any other car, which I do think it's highly unlikely, but who knows, it doesn't mean it will be absolutely impossible in the future. We don't know the terms of license agreement between Gameloft and Bugatti, but I'm quite prone to think that this Bugatti Chiron Security Edition is meant to be a full part of the Team Pursuit game mode rather than a permanent car within the game which you can obtain, but we will talk more about that later. On the current Team Pursuit season we can also play with the W Motors Lycan Hypersport Security Edition, but this car was released months ago as a car we could mostly use within a Drive Syndicate in special missions and that stuff, but the real talk here is, why do I think that it's good that these special edition police cars remain the way they are now, as part of a specific game mode, rather than just being available for everyone to log and start up like any other normal car within this game? Well, if we leave licenses and that kind of legal stuff aside, I don't really think that they make Team Pursuit special. And I don't think that, well, maybe aside the Bugatti Chiron Security Edition, they will make a huge impact on the game, cosmetically aside, of course, because I don't really think that the aesthetic they give, the sirens and the lights and that stuff, are great, but they are special within their game mode. And if they were released for everyone, maybe through a special event or a Grand Prix or whatever, they will just be like any other car, which we can play whenever we want if we own it. Oh, and yeah, way less people will play any events or game modes where these police cars appear now if all the cars were available to obtain. Also, some official creators got the chance to test, for example, the Asphalt Security Patrol car. This is, the average police car you can see on Career, and that car, which was on B-Class, had an insane drift radius during which you lose absolutely no speed. The car was broken and it literally didn't lose any kind of speed while drifting. I really doubt the patrol car will ever be released because of that, but also because it's not a real car. And I know that someone will come tomorrow to the comment section and will say that the Asphalt Security Patrol car is based in a real life car and whatever, but in game we only get mostly real cars and cars that already existed or that got famous for a reason. That's not the case of the Asphalt Security Patrol, hence why I do really think that it should and will never arrive. Same goes to the McLaren Senna GTR Lego Edition, for example, just that in this case it will make the game look less realistic because you will be playing with mostly real-life models of cars and then boom, suddenly a Lego car pops up around, I don't know. It will make the game look less realistic, and sure, I know that we have Knight 316 and whatnot, but Asphalt Legends Unite is not like Mario Kart. I mean, not completely, let's say. For me, it gives the feeling of racing with real cars, not with toys, with all the respect towards the McLaren Senna GTR LEGO Edition enjoyers. By the way, and now let's get real here, everyone wanted the McLaren Senna LEGO Edition to break into pieces after an accident, and that never happened. But anyways, I will be honest though, I barely touched Team Pursuit since it was introduced back on the launch of Asphalt Legends Unite because it never got my attention really, and I think they should improve the rewards and give some tokens in order to make it more attractive for everyone to play. It's nice to get some credits and blueprints, but I mean, come on, Gameloft. If you have some tokens, people will likely chase them, even if you give like 50 or 100 tokens or something like that. But at the end of the day, I have the feeling that they are just testing stuff with the Team Pursuit, and that explains why this game mode isn't better implemented as for now. We will have to wait in order to see something a bit more solid in the long run, because I think it would be a bit sad if Gameloft decided to remove Team Pursuit altogether though, because the game mode isn't bad in general, the concept is better than other ideas they had in the past, it's just that needs a bit better rewards to encourage people to play more often. In general, and through all these races, I had some fun doing something a bit different than what I'm used to doing in this game, so I can't say it was lost time, but still I would like to know your thoughts about the security cars in the comments section, not gonna lie. Let me know what do you think, if they should appear in the future through special events or something like that for everyone to unlock them, or if they should remain the way they are now. And yeah, I know that in some offers there were packs which gave blueprints of the Asphalt 9 security patrol car, but that was quite likely a bug and not a promise that the car would arrive, but whatever. I really hope that you all enjoyed this video, make sure to drop your massive like, and I will see you really soon, as usual, with much more Asphalt content. Goodbye guys!